Ekat yoko olip rainin ka jang to pena share vareng lo hargan joy aga chen ba chibring delin pa kayu per chibring del aga raini je peri penam ne ronya ka pavena to gina pagmel lipen yi chen sheriff ta ko ta kon sheriff minagain chedeni kajji de pen ga nelang kain kajji ko wal ka jang pavena do ronya ka mel lagi pen ligain matareng edan chol ni katala ben kalam mo ta kajin introduce kachin ma kalau kar-karin min bujana chowi yo ay maron kamul kay
What? First off, I thought I enjoyed. Kita roll lagi nano, lagi manola. Kita roll jemaro ada naran. Ruga ki kijinar. Nelija. Joey, I kajaro julu kunjalagan Joey. I was never taught that. That's the sad part about being raised in the States.
You know, it's part of a lot of things that you tend to forget.
The younger generation where they try to explain it to Joey and you don't understand it, but I'll get there.
Just for anybody watching, Joey is just clan name. You know how wala rin diare lang ay Navajo and
yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was, like the Indian tribes or whatever. We'll dig more deeper with the family. It's all family.
Tain sheriff ka ewitonam sheriff.
Sheriff, it's like, how do you put it in? There's 3 jurisdictions, okay, or city,
Okay.
sheriff, then you got your state, and then beyond state is FBI and higher it goes.
Okay.
Beyond the government system. Sheriff is like, we have jurisdiction over smaller towns. Smaller towns in with Springdale. We can work in Springdale, Fayetteville, Prairie Grove, anywhere that's within the Washington County. Washington County, it's a big like jurisdiction. Got your authority. But state I know all of Virginia. Oklahoma.
Oh.
But us, it's within the county. Within the county. Benton County line. So where you see a sign that says Benton County, that's where our jurisdiction ends. Anywhere that you see other counties where it states it's county in the whatever county it is.
Jurisdiction. Could be the same process as a police work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So city, we can go help out city, Springdale. So if Springdale has something that's happening major, just anywhere. We're just basically, what do you call it? The backup of each city. That's the way I look at it.
Sheriff?
I started in 2016. I started off as a jailer. Jailer, where you learn how to basically communicate. You learn how to deal with so many things that you don't see on the outside. You see a lot of crazy things in the jail that nobody ever thought you would see. And the more you experience yourself in the jail, you can basically, how do you call it? I'll show you. I'll tell you how it works. So jail, I know first process to basically prove. Gonna learn how to basically do all other skills that you never thought you had within you. The other stuff that comes into play, like patrol, all of division. The county has a lot of offers.
That's where they want to start and see how well you do there.
So you start off there, and then you basically prove yourself. And if you can do it, you can go within the other departments.
Come on, level 1.
Level 1. No, rookie.
Rookie, yeah. Jailer is rookie. As a sheriff, where you usually start a jailer.
You don't always have to start in the jail, but I think it's a great way to start if you want to be in law enforcement.
Okay.
You learn all the skills, like I said. They're way off. Like you can tell their mentality's way off. It's not human. You know what I'm saying? They can say, "Oh, there's a person over there." You're like, "What person?"
There's no one there.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You don't gotta give you the creep, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what happened when I was working night shift, right? And Kami nga tan lale tan cell kan. Engun kajak boy. I was working night shift and we were looking at the cell. Yimila kamana tamayangan kurma jona lan cell kan. Lo you looking red. Rukil you can't see him. All you can see is the eyes. You were going to pull him. You going to call him. Oh my God. What are you doing? He's like, I was watching what you were doing. I was like, man, I come in every hour to check on you guys.
Chong kang yang no.
Jangan ali bawa di mana mana yoro.
Wow. Kurma jen 2016. Wow, 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Kia got jailer after that.
So jailer, I think it was the year of 2022 when I made the news. That's when I went to the actual academy, the police academy, where now you're on advance. Kumarong giya tangan, menagaja mo you want, and with patrol, like I said. The only reason why it took me that long is because we had to fight for the citizenship.
Okay.
Kaya nga kajang citizen here.
Okay.
So I had.
You know, relabak label ka dyan legalize alien. Did you move?
Yeah, you might. So I had to go talk to some people down in Little Rock. Like how we can, move around to get me to academy. I'm from the islands. The only so I don't have that citizenship. I got from Kimirama Jibangalu Lanji. You can learn Sharangan, Junior Captain, right? Captain Gear. I got Lieutenant Luther, 2022. Then in Ake. Lieutenant Ake at the time is Captain Ake here. Matala Maroma reach out. He's been, I don't know if it was his brother or brother-in-law. I got reach out on him, we don't know about. There's obstacles that we ourselves we don't know about, like what the give me run low, low Springdale. Medicated uni problem again.
It's
the same thing. That was the same thing that was happening with me while I was working here. So I had to find a way to get past it. And going to Little Rock was the way. They adjusted some, statutes, which is laws here, which makes us be eligible to attend academy after a certain amount of years that you've been in that department, or you can just start off right away. Now, it's much easier for the other people. They don't have to go through what I've been through. Can I only give me try law enforcement? They have an easier path than I did. So, like, if they want to be law enforcement, apply. They can apply. They will run all of an investigation going on here. All of in background families and because that's in this line of work. It's professional.
It's more lenient into the citizenship status here. Wow. Apply.
Yeah. So it's easy for them. They can just get it right away. On the training, and then become a cop, like a legal cop here, and they can have that authority to do whatever that agency. City, anywhere. You can do it anywhere now.
Wow, Jongolia. Kia, Kitchen citizenship, Pokon Maronga sheriff Lotter Matan Mikokin Quareguji, Cherbal kitchen citizen status. Parda requirement.
Requirement was Ankadangia. Really, there's the only requirements you got to have is basically a valid passport, ID, a good background, because you need a good background. Basically, that's it. And citizen, I know them there overlook it.
Training session, class.
Oh, well, training session will come later. Well, like once you get hired on, then you're going to do the training. Oh, that's the other requirements that you're going to have to go through. But your first step is, if you're going city, and depending on what you want to do, whether it's the jail side, I don't think you have to go to that academy that I went to. You can start off the jail and basically do what I did, where you learn basically the skills that you need to progress yourself to be able to do the outside stuff.
Academy, how long does it take for you?
Academy is like boot camp, 13 weeks.
13?
13 weeks. Man, 13 weeks ago, let me tell you what, man. 13 weeks. You couldn't come along.
Kỳ lắm
Like
cái giống
military.
nó lại bánh military là mà ta mà ra dalam boot camp
Yeah,
military.
yeah.
If I did, man, I was this close to quitting. I was this close to quitting.
Man, you can ask my other half. Sheesh. There were days that I went home, so I had to take an ice bath. Cause I got one of my sergeants over here that gave me advice. Their advice was, hey, after every PT, physical training, where you're constantly running, doing push-ups, all of them, you think your body can't take it anymore, but your body can. So Academy, their point is to push you.
To your limits. Or
Push you beyond your
beyond
limits.
your limits.
They want to test how well you can, fight your stress. And they tell you, oh, I'm going to push you. First day, that PT instructor comes in there. And it's like boot camp, basically. He's doing everything. And your mindset is, you're putting me down, like, oh my, this is serious. I'm in this. Even then, trainer, he's like, man, some of you is not going to make it, which is true. Some of us did not make it. You can be in a big group. You go in as a big group,
Come out as a smaller one.
somewhat small. We only had one that dropped out in my class in the year of 2022, January, and we graduated April. There was one that dropped out. I think it was the running part. Every morning once you get there, it's dark. It's dark. And they start make you run. They make you run, and there's this training that we did. Short mile, roll mile. In the middle of it, you can look at the instructor. The instructor in the gym book. You're breathing heavily. And then they would do this drill where they said shots fired. When they do that, shots fired. The training facility. With all this gear on. You're gassed out. You want to puke. We had so many people that puke. They said that training right there is like a training when you would keep in your mind whenever you hear that shots fired. That's when officers need help. So they want you to run towards that call. They train you for that, and they prepare you for it.
But
It's fun though. It's fun. Like all the training that I went through, it may be stressful, but it's really fun. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, share.
So I don't know if you watched my video back in 2022. Video at Kuala it was basically when I was a kid back in school. Got a Lee Elementary, I believe. It was 3rd grade, maybe 4th.
Well, it was way back.
Yeah, way back. It was Springdale. Springdale never had a Marshallese police officer at the time. They came and they basically did the same thing you're doing. What they do. And I was really interested. And I asked him, even though as a kid, I was like, do you have any Marshallese? Even though I think it was 4th grade, I was able to speak. Can I communicate even? Oh no, but you can be the first. And that's kind of what pushed me towards that. And then high school, I was thinking about college. I was working, I think it was a security gig back in 2015. There was a officer that works here. I never thought I would really pursue this career. Fresh out. And I was still thinking about what path I was going to take for my next, goal in life. He melan, he about security, me karchono, ka my, and he passed away, I think, 2020 or 2021. Nadan Doc, yeah, there's a memorial of him, main courthouse. It's on Mamane way, I got photo application, and he saw I was doing something bad at the time. Oh, young, stupid.
Yeah. Bad choices.
Bad choices. Security, kamaro gar barjolare. Ma agar par kaman sporing deo. Kamaro aradan. Kamane, I don't want to say it on.
Kamaro pa mo baby nga
Like I said, young and stupid. Kamaro kabalatam. Imedan lewar chibe kamaro. Kabar chibe.
Kabo me.
Imegarva. Kemirota. Hello, Menel. Hello, Planel. Man, you two are very smart for this. You guys don't need this. He's like, what do you guys see yourself, as you grow up? Like retirement. What do you see yourself? I was like, man, why do you care, dude? Why do you, young, you don't care about life. Why do you care? And he's like, oh, I care because you guys have so much potential. And I see a lot of success in both of you. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And he threw the thing and stomped it,
Kune.
Go on, That one, because it really had me thinking about my choices in life. Laying out both joint application, but gonna apply here. Even I think it was a month. I think close to a month. I heard the sheriff here got on a hire. That's when I started coming here.
Started the process here. Kiye kuch ba chalogodak sheriff ka policeman. Rank kaya bara chalogodak.
The only difference is we have a bigger. I'll compare this to a playground.
Okay.
City, I know they have a smaller playground. They only work within the city. Like Springdale, I'll give you Springdale for instance. Springdale got a more on Charabalangan. I don't leave a line I put your baby. Line away, they put your and you drive the roads, you know where Fayetteville starts.
Yep.
So basically where that line is, that's where Springdale can stop. The only way they can come, like a shooting, officer shooting or whatever. That's the only way you'll see other agencies involved. There's a shooting, like a bigger crime that's being committed within whatever jurisdiction it is. Us, we have a bigger set, like sandbox. I love chicken kukure man.
It's a wider jurisdiction.
Wider. If you no go together, 49,
Okay.
I win. You will see how big Washington County is, and you will never believe it. It takes only one person to patrol each area. If you wouldn't live county, like me, when I drove it, it wouldn't live. I thought it was a small.
Washington County.
But no, you have to go from one side to the other of the county, and it could take hours.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it in your perspective. Springdale, I don't know if you've seen Springdale. Pull over out of the back up and right there, right?
And all the
County?
word pull over, they call it back up.
County, it could take an hour.
Oh.
Your backup could take an hour or 30. That's the difference. So for us, we are taught to basically your main job is to solve the situation. You're not there to escalate it. And that's what our big boss wants to do for all the deputies that work out of the field. De-escalate the situation before it escalates. Your job is to basically help them.
Korwa nge ba sheriff, title is deputy. Nge policeman, police department. Right. Then no well, just any case you can share. What's the worst case that you've been to that you can share?
We're not in like court cases
worst
and stuff?
Cases, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that Karkejo involved in an officer shooting back in 2020, either 23 or 24. And then later again in grind staff or deputy grind staff. It's all kind. Kenangar bel lo nu jagaratan. Jore gar cage my jonyan prosecutor kibira ma rode jala.
Yeah.
Then they prosecute you on how many like but leo chidi yang an way. Ko chew nga go kalbut. Those are prosecutors. Him gia largi mar jar balipen kumurar charbal lo karjono pong kumura charbal. Lower than 412 double springs. Yalana. Karjono than hit and run. Kumurar dangan calling. Kumurar kajungan pugadar minyo marko yen wow. Yagar karajar minyo agar ko. You want to name bello sonoram jagan. They go bulan mara jagan.
Okay.
They go kumurar lukun lana jang. Kumurar karanga parchicho deputies. Kamyangar bello sinem kamyangar lukun search the area. Him largin mata artangan chayde jonlo. Chenma chayde jonlo pevio. Yung ngajadan Sergio Chiganadan Egoren. Lo than sonoram jagan. Your search oh you wrong idea call. They call it on Jonah White and pull over. Pull over him. Why you put it? You know, Maradan turn the lights on.
Okay.
Kajata Maganarum, emergency lights in Belly. Agar you put it.
Ego better.
Egaberator. So there was a pursuit in progress. You largin arcably, coming rock, come arcably. Armiji, no plan, coming up to the low puller Maraganum. And then through fences of people's properties. And then we came to a stop. Laraginar came to a stop. Pero the ligan. General the minute. And all of a sudden I heard shots fired. Shots fired Laraginar then Pugadan Armijin Marcojini. Then Armijin Garden. I know the Ripuji. Lodoro went back, Arden Tripuji. Him Laraginar court. Agar Kalwood. It was unjustified. Him gear Laraginar than Kalwulo Crawford, you all. Him like Johnny after that, Agar Tangan Gajan. Agar Tangan Gajanum Radin Lamagan Lelok. He for Melanoji the Edan Pujinia, many. Or Nanagar about loot and I got to spend life.
In prison.
Pogamiora.
Oh.
He madan Karadan Jade Wigin Egaradan Kamona Gazilla. Anodiba Emeno ran again Kalaman. He was found not guilty. It was justified. Kanagarami Jardan Tribuji.
Every time your life is in or you're in threat, you have to do something.
You have to do something. Kanaga it Genterain, Adani, Kajal Regini Lamanaka. I always put myself in his shoes. There's some days that I would think, what if I was in his situation, you know? Even though I was seconds behind him. I put myself in his shoes. These are the stuff you got to think about as a officer. Yeah, you went through that. What he went through.
Mental thinking,
Yeah, they kind of do. Like I said, academy, they teach you the basic stuff of police work. The actual stuff that you're gonna actually learn is when you actually come to your own agency. There's a lot of things that you experience as a police officer. Sometimes the only thing that they tell you to do is just talk to somebody. You cannot interact with people and you basically, what do you call that? Box yourself in. I don't know. So they want you to interact. That's why I interact with family and friends and all of you. I make sure I don't just stay at the house. Mentally, you gotta be mentally strong. I think Law enforcement and military, they're the same.
Hand in hand. Here as a sheriff, what is the top priority?
I don't know. There was. So the sheriff has a vision.
Okay.
Yo Jonyan, Elan, no room in the Gariberi. Lukun top priority is. I don't think it's just for sheriffs. I think it's in law enforcement in general. Is to keep the community safe and work within the community. Basically, make sure there's no crimes. Try to at least lessen the crime in each community that we serve.
Come on, serve the communities, number one.
Serve the people.
Kia mi kan baju on remaja lo baju kan ya mak cabrod mino ko
Low traffic stops.
traffic stops.
Traffic stop. Ngai menangamo min kilip. No menangamo min kilip ko ano roto in Springdale. I think Springdale has that.
Oh.
Kila lara ngin ngar jalabalo Springdale probably would have been in those.
Wow, wow, chijla mana face pila ko spring there na.
Springdale na won la badan. Ku kami ki Jordanum Chibang. To Springdale. I think Springdale is mostly where it's come. The only things we probably catch around here, county, is probably Poya Jirigrari or weather. You were kind come on, one of the women to them. Tangan, waka one out of him.
Call.
Chalawajan Turbo Jiriga. We had, parents that would teach us not to do it again. But I feel like these kids nowadays are more free.
Okay, why know the one been for all the review.
Yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the things. It doesn't hurt to discipline your kids. There's a way you can discipline your kids.
Apa call mo?
The way you can discipline. Kaya remind jala discipline our kids. Wow, par. Olive chicken. Lo chicken the way they see it. You're stressing them out emotionally. That's what we don't think about. The way to discipline the kids, Rabbi Man Choco. Panagay way.
Legal way.
Jojigan Kang, Palella Nan in Rajangan.
Yang we cannot both Dubai Borom Patay.
So you can discipline your kids.
Kaviro?
You can't leave a mark.
Oh. You feeling fragile Jagani.
You can't leave a mark. There's so many ways you can discipline your kids. Like you can make them walk a certain amount of miles. Come on, here.
Apa Jimmy na rin rumayo kan? Ano ba Jimmy ni we?
Chalak iminin na to yan mile. When we do it, Jago Jigger, Chalak, there's no policeman involved. Hello, Jigger, wala ka man. Wala ni mo First thing you're gonna hear is the doorbell.
Kuya le lo korom kamera mayor lawa. Tane lagi cang ni ngai. Aka puer, raj pool manir. Lagi puer ran geng cola banir. Puer ceman, aji ru ceman. Pain ku roj kain mo. Aran geng pain ku ro. Cuma ano kata kalau.
It's a lot of difference, man.
Orang kampa jinanin rajang kan. Remaja rai menjadi bata yor. Cef felon, warn him kain.
Oh, the warrants? Okay. To the warrants. What I'm warning, my advice to you is to take care of it. You can reach out because that warrant's not going to go if you don't take care of it. So the only way for you to take care of it, so wherever your warrant is, that's the thing warrants understand. We've had calls that come here for warrants, but their warrants are in Springdale. That's the only difference here. Ewarama Warrant Department, Springdale has their own warrants. So wherever you had your interaction with a police officer and wherever you had that citation at, whatever jurisdiction, it could be Lowell, Rogers, and you had fines, because that's majority of the warrants is they fail to pay their fines. Fail to pay fines, and what are the other ones?
Show up to court.
Yeah, Irugun or Jerengan Kodology. Kanaga College of Jerengan Kodaga, it's a $50,000 bond.
Wow.
$50,000 bond. You can't pay that.
Pulau Chonel.
Even if you go bondsman, it's still over 1,000.
Wow.
Nana Jawra Gatan Jerengan Kod. Jamarong, I get it. I know why most majority of the Marshallese let Jabatan Jerengan Kod. Kananga Ramijak. That's the thing too, that I see within us. Kajarumayal Ganot Chijo.
Kalau ban bijak ke, ya merobar bijak kan ke, cepat ruami jangan cik.
Not joke, but I know the word. I don't know how to really put it in words, like the way Kajarumayal that I see in public or anywhere.
Ya lebar kamu talik.
I know they love out baggage in middle way. Jaguars get out of it. It's all that in warrants. Like, if you have a warrant, just take care of it. It doesn't hurt to reach out. There's so many. They were Carbon Springdale.
Anci bang. Karena kau pergi ke langan yang pelih melo Springdale.
Officer Iney. He's a Atlanta guy. That dude. They're going. Laban perpojara karena dengan lamaran di Springdale. Karena lala karena dengan anot it motivates me to push myself too. Karena lamaran roge. Lamaran raja bercara balik pir.
Ije lakuin kei jika me rencana baru repeat. Ever war time many repen ko jion gilam charwal no jon deputy. Besides cases, what are other takani me rubber?
Honestly, it would be my own family. There's days that I'd be stressed at work, and instead of leaving that stress at here, I take it home. And then now I got stress there. You put two and two together, they got a lot of stress now.
Ibu kola kola buka ini.
And yeah, that's the only thing that I face. Karena ila jarabal there's it wouldn't stress you out at work. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It is a challenge, but it's a challenge that you got to put up with. Why would pay you all the and and I get it. I mean, I get it. So I always tell myself every time I leave this workplace, now that I've got experience, whatever happens at work, I leave it at work. Whatever happens at home, I leave it at home.
Gia 10 going on 11. What do you think about being a deputy or working as a sheriff department?
I like it. I enjoy it every minute and second of it. It was a challenge. I got one challenge. After every achievement that I've got, I know that M1, there's a good feeling after that. It's rewarding.
It's rewarding.
Then I got a lot of challenge we got to go through. There were so many loops. I left that way. Back in 2022. And then I couldn't go academy because of our status here. But we had to make some changes within speak with a lot of different Rudich. All been Rudi Ron Arganjo. We're all been representative politicians. We gotta go keep talking to them. And they heard my story on what challenges I faced for, I think it was 7 years, going 7 years of staying where I was at, and I was not progressing. The only thing that was in my way was that, the status. Our status here. You've been compacting on America. But then they were able to work something out, and then now they're eligible to apply. They want to work as a sheriff deputy or any type of law enforcement. They can achieve it, and they don't have to go through what I went through for the last 7 years. It was 7 years total.
Become a sheriff or a deputy.
First off, I was background, because they investigate on your background. All of them background now. they're gonna look all through that. All of been menogo mang el chora ngar kambane all of been tarigani. Jenga warigum kiyo kuruto. Yum another one is to us is really not important. Like ijala ka kaja rumaya kaja lubun yawa mai. Right? Yawa mai kaja chulale or died.
Emi kaji perok tai de.
Kaja baru died. Egun bar or mana to be physically fit.
Jabarong tenggaga ko imo na.
We have to be physically fit. There's some intense training that you go through. You know, academy, Minnesota Krieg Police Academy. But we do it here. They used to do it in Little Rock back in before I went. You would go down to Little Rock for 13 weeks, and it's like military basic training. Basically, is what
boot camp.
Not boot camp. You mean down there by all physical to be physically fit. It'll prep you too. You don't want to be like what I went through. Wait, you got to look at my physical condition. You'll have to like, chuno tu iga ilgun ngara. And like all of them got you know, they push you. But what they saw in me is that you got to give up. You got to give up. We wouldn't been. All of been after every fitness training we went through, everywhere we got a melak. It's worse than football. Worse than football, worse than basketball practice. And they saw it too. I like it that you don't give up. And that's the thing. They're looking for you to not give up. They want to see what you're made of, you know, and what you're trying to bring into law enforcement.
Kalau community training gini minagino ino put kamin. Ero you bukan physical fit, of endurance,
stamina. You run probably a mile or more than a mile, but you're not just running in a pace. Sometimes the instructor, you follow the instructor, and the instructor says, go fast, you better keep up with the instructor, because if you slow down, he will make you stop, then he will make you do other workouts till you really give in. He wants to see you be fit. His main goal, the main goal of the instructor, PT instructor, is by the end of the graduation, they want you in shape. They want you the best shape they want you to be when you graduate and get your certification for law enforcement. That's what their main focus is during the academy.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with rice.
It's a carb we need.
Carb. You can do rice. The way we cook like meat, meat. Their peppers, salt, any condiments they put on the food, balance it. Ramen, we eat so much ramen. Those kind of stuff. I don't. Did you buy it? No. Don't. It no. Wow. I was so out of shape. You're doing all those stuff, you know. And now you're watching your diet, and you gotta be physically fit.
The big pictures, stay committed or commit to it.
Stay committed to it, or somewhat. It just depends on where your mindset is, like going on, where you want to be. So you have to be fully committed to it, and that's what I was going through when I went through academy. My main focus is to probably aim at towards the kids that are still in school. You can listen to their parents, because mama papa laptada ligadi yadan kojala jeberilang ilo met katabar godon chi poya kleani mogada imbi jagay karaga nga kuchep kle ano they've been all been menangani mo katabar geben you start prepping for your your after school, like high school graduation. Dana, what are your goals? And start making your way towards it. What steps do you have to do to get there? Honestly, I thought main thing was college. I'm on college, out of college, but Kimira my Rajab College, Murun, Pello,
Still successful.
Cherabalagani Murun, Yaman, Elevator. College is not everything. Chichaba, nan kaya kaya ma chen ma jana chichaba lukun oru chu. Him college lukun mole oga ngai lukun chala. Eman mere le dana ko chala kata parkar You know what you're trying to achieve and when I'm planning towards that achievement, you can get it.
Como ko jay gujo ne kapel.
Just plan on, kata parkar just by taking the steps you need.
Oleh ngini nana ko jen. Deputy nareng, sheriff nareng, eja Joel, ingin jangan kamu le bayar marong colok ini kawan parang tim bayi itu dengan mencerabalinan kumilo sila aireng, ilo tebal mini aireng, and kamu le percuanalen, kamu le liro jilo kalau min kap kata pergi naroji, kile ganan marong kobadok, imledok uangan kacit kini naroji, mengai macam ko ya ko, ingin camlogan. The
most importantly, for the invitation to have us sit down and talk and greet and all that. And I like that. I like the networking that we're building here. Hopefully, more people can do that.
The goal is to share what we're trying, share things that we community and share information. Ngaraway kanan minir dong gi okay cara lo jelamen eno chedian melo wali tok chamro chino kaino share information and share awareness kan romajeri no kami peace out everybody.
Yeah,